friends, Robin here with Madman and Robin. It's been forever, like 6 months. So I wanted to give you a little update. Welcome to Texas, where I have my Christmas tree up and my fan on at the same time because it's like 67 outside and it's supposed to freeze on Monday, so Texas is freaking out. Like, we just can't handle the cold. Anyway, I really just wanted to come on here and update you guys about my life and what's been happening over the past 6 months and what we can look forward to in 2024. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season and a good time at Christmas and New Year's with your loved ones. I sure did. So first and most exciting, I think I want to show you a haul. This is crazy. Can you see the price on here? Let's see. It says 10 cents for these. Isn't that nuts? So it's 8 pencils when they're usually $1, which is not a great deal. But they're on sale 90% off for 10 cents. So I got them all. I got 64 packs of these. So, I mean, if worse comes to worse and you just have an amazing heart, it is totally fine to send in just this, just as it is. Of course, pencil sharpeners are greatly appreciated. 2 pencils, a pencil sharpener, and bam, you have a pencil pack, and that's all it takes. Everything else is extra, and everything else is above and beyond when it comes to pencil filler packs. So even this would be appreciated at the distribution centers when it comes time to fill all of the boxes. So this is like my one and only haul this year, because one of the updates, I guess, it's not really an update, it's just more to like fill you in. I have been loving watching this wonderful sweet woman online. Her channel is either Minimal Mom or Minimalist Mom. I can't remember the name, but I will link it in the description below. You guys should totally follow her. She's been such an inspiration for me over these past 6 months as my adoption nesting brain is getting under control, and I am reorganizing our home to be able to fit kiddos into rooms that I had taken over with a whole bunch of junk. So her theory is that you don't need very much, that our world and our society these days has told us that we need, and we don't, and you can live a happy life on good stuff at your level of comfort with minimalism. Now, obviously, you see this and all of this, and I'm not a minimalist, but listening to her and watching her has really helped me make plans for my future and clear out those rooms, so to speak. And so moving forward into 2024, I just kind of wanted to let you guys know where I am with OCC and what is going on. In 2024, I will not be buying anything to make boxes on purpose. Now, I still do check the clearance aisles, and if I see something amazing like this, I will be picking those up. And I still will be doing pencil pack fillers, and so I will be buying things that I need to go with these, like pencil sharpeners, little things like that. But I will not be buying things for like a Cinderella box or buying things for a Spider-Man box with intention to fill an entire box, because I have a room full of beautiful items that I need desperately to process, desperately to get into boxes, and desperately get to kids. It's not because I don't want to participate in the program or not because I don't want to make boxes. It's because I got myself overwhelmed. I got too much stuff and I couldn't keep it organized. I couldn't get boxes done, and that's why there hasn't been any videos for 6 months. That and this little thing that we're doing called adoption, which I'm getting to later in the video. But it overwhelmed me. And I love my dear sweet husband who gave me permission to say I can't. I guess I can't is not the word, but that I don't have to, because I had gotten myself into this place with you guys, as my friends, where I just felt this self-induced obligation to always be producing and always be making a box. And I got overwhelmed and I got in over my head, and we just took a break. We took a big, long break and focused on adoption, which I'll talk a little bit more about that later, and it's been good. It's been so good. So moving into 2024, I will be doing boxes. And you know what? If I have the time and the capacity and the gumption and the desire to show you those boxes, I definitely will. But I'm gonna do what's best for my mental health, and we'll see what happens. So to keep you updated on what happened last year, I did show you my so much fun birthday party, packing party, where we packed several boxes, and I'm sure you ladies know, so if you know, you can tell me in the comments below. But I thought it was 32 boxes. Matt thought it was 44 boxes, so somewhere in there is what we packed for my packing party, and took those directly to the distribution center here in Dallas, Fort Worth. And then I honestly didn't pack any the rest of the year besides what I showed you. If I packed it, I showed it until it actually was after collection week. So I saw all of the posts on Facebook and all the videos on YouTube about collection week, and it gave me a little bit of gumption. Plus, we really were getting to the point in our adoption where we were having people come into our house and see things. So I really needed to clear up some space. And I just sat down one day and I myself packed 18 boxes, and it was so great and it was so freeing. And to be honest, a lot of my heartache and a lot of what's holding me up is you guys have given so many amazing things to these boxes. And I feel this deep obligation to show them all on video, and it just overwhelms me and I just can't do it. So I'm going to lovingly ask for a pass from you guys. I promise that every single thing that has come into this house, I have unboxed it and showed you all of the wonderful gifts that have been given. And I promise that every single thing that was given will go to OCC. 100% of it, I'm keeping nothing. I'm not donating it to other places or nothing. If you gave it, it's going. But please give me some grace. And if you don't see it in a video, that doesn't mean that it isn't loved or that it isn't going to an amazing place. In fact, some of those 18 boxes that I packed had a lot of wonderful things from you guys, and I'm so grateful for that. So in 2023, even though I only did like 3 or 4 videos with boxes in them, I still had my biggest year yet. So depending on how much we did at the packing party, which I don't really remember, I know that I sent off around 50 to 60 boxes, and guys, I can't with the overwhelming fact. Like, Matt and I had this conversation when we went to the distribution center. Even though it was after collection week, I live close enough to the distribution center that I can take them and drop them off. In fact, I saw a couple of you guys there. In the 2 seconds that I was there dropping off stuff, I got to meet some lovely viewers, and it's been months, so I don't remember your name, but hello if you're watching. And so, I don't remember where I was going with this, but I left there the most discouraged I had ever left at distribution. Usually I am filled with joy, and I cry with emotion and overwhelming knowing that those children, each one of those boxes is a child. But this year I just felt like I beat myself up. I'm like, I didn't do enough this year. I didn't do enough. And Matt was like, are you crazy? You have tripled your biggest year and you're beating yourself up. And so, that's where I'd gotten to mentally, and I don't want to do that in 2024. So I'm asking for your grace and your trust that these boxes are going where you want them to go. Even if you don't see the beautiful things that you sent, they're going. And hopefully taking that pressure off myself will give me more opportunity and more free time to actually show you some videos. So that was 2023. And where we're going into 2024, again, I'm not going to be purchasing more because I still have a whole room that I have to clear out, but I will be focusing on if I do see things for fillers. So I will be doing back to school purchasing and looking for good deals on things like pencil sharpeners and zipper pouches and stuff like that. Now, I do not want to discourage you from packing boxes. Please, please, please continue to pack boxes. I will too. Just know that because I have buried myself in box stuff, I'm digging my way out of that tunnel. And if you're there too, come sisters, let's do it together. So that's the OCC update. Now for the adoption update. So I think the last thing we told you was that we were going to training. I know I recorded so much with the training, and there was so much about our beautiful agency and the campus where we were at. That was a 3-day training. It was really intense. We met some of the other amazing couples that are going on this journey at the same time as us. But I don't remember actually editing it and uploading it. I think that was my first block. That was the first time that I got overwhelmed and I was like, I promised them this video and I didn't do it and I'm a bad person. And Matt was like, you're not. Calm down. You're okay. So that's where I'll start with this update, was that amazing training and just walking into the facility knowing we had made the right choice in the facility. Again, in case you haven't seen or don't know, we are adopting through the Texas foster care system. And usually when that happens, people are licensed as a foster home first, and they foster and then they adopt their kiddos. However, we are not doing that route for several reasons. And I mean, I could get into that some other time, but what we decided to do was straight adoption. So the only kiddos that will enter our home are kiddos that are considered our children. And they are kiddos that the state has already finalized. Their parental rights have already been terminated and they are in need of a home. So with foster care, actual foster care, the goal is always reunification, and we 100% support that. Every child that is temporarily in the care of the state should go back home or be with family or be with loved ones that know their family. It's the best for that child emotionally and mentally, even if maybe the material situation is not, $1 million mansions. Our house is not a $1 million mansion by any means. What I'm saying is our goal is to give a home to a child who needs one, not to take them away from their loving family. Just to clarify. So we loved our training and we got to meet all of the caseworkers, but we weren't assigned one yet. So that was a lot of fun, and that training was really emotional. We left a lot of days just exhausted, and it just drained. And the whole process in learning about trauma-informed care is what we were doing in our training, is learning how to take care of people who have been through traumatic experiences. And I don't care who you are, if you've been taken away from your family, even if everything was perfect, if you have that kind of loss, it's going to be traumatic. So we're preparing to care for those wounded hearts that come into our lives. But in doing so, we realized that we had a lot of trauma in our past to heal as well. And we learned a lot about ourselves and our needs and how we respond to one another, and how it just was very eye-opening. In the same way that people say that marriage teaches you more about yourself than about your partner, our adoption training process has taught us more about ourselves than the kids that are gonna come into our home, because we won't know them until we meet them. But we did several multiple day trainings, and then we've done multiple online trainings, and we've read books and we've watched videos. And not that that prepares you or anything, but I'm just keeping you updated on what's been going on in the past 6 months. It's definitely been over 100 hours of training. And then we had to get our house ready, and that was so much for me. Going through a whole bunch of keepsakes. We had one of our rooms that was basically like a storage room in our house. And so I had to go through all of that, and watching The Minimalist Mom really helped me focus on the things that are important and not just the stuff that's stuff. Helped me pare all that down so that our life fits in our house, and not, us trying to cram ourselves in a house full of stuff. We want our house to work for us. And then the next thing that happened around, I guess, the first part of the late November, early December, we finally got assigned our caseworker. She's wonderful. Just for privacy, I'm not gonna divulge all of that information, but we've really connected. And she came into our home, and even she was actually training someone as she did our home study interviews. And that was a joy and delight as well, to get to know both of those ladies, and for them to get to know us. And in case you're on this journey too, the home study interviews are not as scary as they seem. I know that's what all the videos say, and that's what everybody tells you, is it's not as scary, but it really, really isn't. They do ask some hard questions. They ask some awkward questions, but if you're assigned the right caseworker, the one that matches your personality and matches your vibe, it's kind of like talking either to a therapist or to a best friend. Not that they're there to be therapeutic, but in the fact that I trusted her like a therapist. Like, I felt that what we were telling her was private information, but important information to be able to find the right child that needs us and we need them. So we wanted to be upfront and honest with her about everything, even things that you would think that maybe you wouldn't want to tell anybody, or that you would want to hide. Maybe things that happened in your past, or belief systems that are different from the norm, or family members that might not be, the greatest of people. To be around kids with trauma, I'm not saying that we have bad family members. I'm just saying that there were things that instinctively you want to hide, but in reality, it's definitely best to be honest and upfront at all times anyways, but especially with something as important as the adoption, so that the home study can be an accurate representation of what you've been through, what you're prepared for, and what you can provide a child, including your neighborhood and your house and the schools they'll go to, the family members that will be around them all the time, and the people in your community that will be around them all the time, the places that will support them and help them grow into adults. So just to show you, because I kind of lifted it up earlier, this is my adoption binder. This isn't even all of our paperwork, okay? This is just the stuff that we had to print out and sign and get scanned in and returned. There were other multiple just digital documents that I have saved on the computer, but I have not printed them out. So this isn't even everything. This is some of the training stuff. Like, this is just some of the training stuff. But the rest of it is all kinds of paperwork that we had to fill out about our lives. See, I just made a little adoption binder there. So if you are interested in a video breakdown more of the type of paperwork we went through and the types of adoption trainings that we did, the books that we've read, please let me know and I will share that below, or make a video about it. But I think that's it for now. Just a quick update. I've missed hanging out with you guys, and that's it. So I am ready to step into 2024 with you and see where this year takes us. And in case no one has told you, I love you lots.